Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 54th episode of Concerned Dabs podcast. I'm your host, Katie M. Kane. Our guest tonight, KV, in the building. We're going to repeat this episode from last week. We had some technical difficulties. Nothing to sweat over here at Concerned Dabs podcast. These things happen when you're going live from multiple places on the internet at the same time. So, KV, can you hear us, sir? Are you with us right now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man. Thanks for having me on the show, man.
All right, dude. Yeah, good start so far, man. So your company is called GameNewz Inc, right? That's the main company that you operate under online, but I know you're into a whole bunch of other stuff. So I remember starting it like this last time. Can we segmentize what we talk about by your company? Like can you talk about GameNewz Inc first, and then there's also like the Minority Growers Association.
Yes.
There's you're into a whole bunch of stuff, dude. So I just want to ask questions and let you talk. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? I'm just trying to organize and steer. But
Right.
if there's something you want to talk about more than something else, or something you don't want to talk about, all good, brother. You know what I mean? So
No problem.
um yeah, man. So how did you start, man? Where you from, man? You're in Oregon now? Like
I'm from Portland, Oregon. Uh,
okay.
Born here, raised most here. I got a lot of family.
Oh shoot, the audio's cutting out now. KV, can you talk up a little
That
bit louder?
yeah, yeah, man. I'm sorry. I got a lot of family here in Portland, um, Texas, California. Uh, but honestly, man, Game News Inc. is a facilitator from what Unlimited Game Enterprises does.
Okay.
I'm a marketing strategist. I'm also a viewer, uh, and I'm a connoisseur. Not only that, uh, for marijuana victims.
Okay, KV, the audio is just a little bit choppy. Can you like turn up your volume a little bit maybe, and then just be
Yeah, I
mindful
got
of
my
that,
volume up all the way.
and then just talk to me like I'm your old grandpa who can't hear and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so just turn it up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it would just getting choppy when you're talking about the
Oh,
different
I see.
places you've been and everything. It's like, dude, we need this for your story. You know what I mean? Like the video looks okay, but it's like, dude, I gotta have you
The
talking,
audio,
KV. Yeah,
the
I gotta
audio.
have you talking. Yeah, I need that, man. I need that.
Well, how I got started, man. Just I don't know. Just always been around people. Just putting shows together. Shit.
Like rap
Uh,
shows?
Rap shows, rapping myself. Just come from.
Tight. Dude,
I just come
tight,
from a.
man. I knew I liked you, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, he's been through some things too, you know, like
Yes.
yeah.
I have been an artist myself. I credit that to a great bro, Irvan Richard Sporty. Um, my family members, Data Mayor. Uh,
Is that Sixes pop sporty? Is that what you're talking about?
yes, that's yes, exactly,
Damn,
exactly.
man. I met Six at a couple of the SP showcases, man. That guy got bored. He's
Yes, shout
tight,
out to
man.
my
So
nephew.
yeah, that's cool, bro. That's mad
Mm-hmm.
cool. That makes me feel like a whole lot better too, because he was a really cool cat too, real humble and
Still
uh
is. I just talked to him
y-
today.
yeah, man, and still really talented with the writing, man. So shout out to Six
Very,
if he's listening, man. That's cool. I didn't know that was your
sir.
neph, man. That's cool.
Yes, yes. A lot of
Yeah.
people, man, don't. So I really basically started, being around music, artists, writing, rapping, things of that nature. Put an album out years ago. Had a lot to do with a lot of the major paperwork as far as copyrights, um, things of all of that nature that you have to do, graphics, copyrights. Back then it wasn't a copyright.gov website.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you had
right.
to mail stuff in
We
and
did
wait,
everything
man.
by paper. Okay.
Yeah.
So um seeing that transition, coming from uh what they say industry digital, knowing how to do things on like I call it the old school trunk hustle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then combining today's new way of marketing and promoting yourself through, um, you know, search engine optimization, whether it be web design, things of that nature, whether it be social marketing, things of that nature. So it's a lot like a new wave of things that are happening, but it's not new to a lot of younger people. It's just newer to a few of us older individuals, I should say,
Yeah, dude.
that
I feel
come from
it.
the '90s.
Yeah, I was born in '82, so I'm a little bit younger than you, but dude, like I feel it. A lot of the man, like I love my little homies, right? But when they ride in the car, they want to play some music. Objectively trying to ask, like, why is this tight to you? You know what I mean? And I don't get objective answers, you know? Because if the little homies are riding in my car, they'd have to hear some shit that wasn't right, that they didn't want to listen to, but it's my car, goddammit, and play this, you know? So it just it felt good to expose them to that, but also to tell them like, "Hey, I like this because this guy is singing and this, it's a baritone voice, and I like this guitar part because doing that Peter Frampton shit with the fucking auto tune." You know what I mean? And that's why I like it. I'm like, if you don't like it, then that's fine. But like when they play their shit, I'll be like, "Man, what's up with this? Why is this?" I never get a clear answer. It's like, "Oh, man, because it's the shit." I'm like, "Why? Like, is it the imagery in the video? Did you have, like, the tattoos and the cool hair?" I'm like, "What about the music is floating your boat, young homie," you know? It's cool. I try not to be a hater and just understand. They're into what they're into. I'm sure my parents said that about me too. "Fucking listening to this goddamn rap shit." You know, like, you playing your goddamn Mortal Kombat, John, that's gonna fucking desensitize you to violent, and I'm just like so I try to not be that parent or that old head, so, um, I dig what you're saying about applying the old game to it, and I don't know, it's new technology to me, dude. I'm not on Snapchat that much, like, I'm a Facebook head because that's what girls were on when I was in college, and that's what most of my friends got on after college was over. It's like people I actually know, and I thank you, KV, for getting me, more on Twitter, dude. Because I feel like it's less censored. Like, there's more news articles that don't fit the actual narrative in mainstream media. There's starting to be more weed people, dude. And lightweight, it's always been, like, fucking softcore porn on there, and, like, like, girls like, there's videos that are like I'm like, "Holy shit, they show that on." You know what I mean? Like, damn. That's crazy. Like, that would never be on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else. Anybody listening, get on Twitter and follow your boy KV and follow Concerned Dads Podcast, man. Like, cause for real, bro, like, that's the when I saw the Sex and Strains, I'm like, "Okay." It seems like the only place where you can do what you want is on your own thing, like your own website or your own channel or whatever else. It's, it's cool that Twitter is allows you to do so much and be a platform where there's other people and because man, steering traffic to a website is tough too, man. Like that's one thing I admire you guys for too, because every if it's not on this platform with an
thank,
app, then who the fuck cares? You know what I mean?
thank,
Yeah, and when you
thank,
click on dude, yeah, when you click on links from there and it goes to the page inside the app, it just doesn't work for shit. And most people won't take the time to go open this in Chrome or open this in Safari. You know what I mean? So you're stuck with the limited functionality of your website through whatever social media app people fucking clicked on it from. It I feel your pain, KV. I feel your pain, man. And I don't I don't wanna take over the convo, man, I just gotta express
No,
that
man,
that
you're all right.
I
I'm
under
listening, man,
I I I
and
understand
I
what you're
love the
talking about,
feedback.
bro. Yeah,
Now
'cause
you
th
now
th
you see?
yeah, and that's why I dig what you're doing, and I'm paying attention, bro. When I open the app, I'm like, "Okay, you know, you're, a lot more savvy than I, sir," you know? So, I'm paying attention, man.
Well, and I appreciate it. I had to it's just, being able to adapt the time and change with like I say, the old school rules still apply today,
Yeah,
okay? But just have to use a different tool.
yeah,
Old school rules still apply today when promotion, marketing, advertising, and making sure that your product is actually worthy
yep,
sale. Not only that, but your package um, is top notch, and ready to go find you a market audience, no matter what it may or what. So those are a lot of things that I based
damn,
throughout the years.
it's chopping just a bit,
I'm
KB,
sorry.
like, can you
I'm sorry.
just turn up your
I'm
voice,
sorry.
man, pretend I'm 90 and got hearing
My
aids,
bad.
you know
My
what I
bad.
mean?
My
And,
bad. So
I'm
those are just
asking you for chocolate bars and cigarettes, like, pretend, you know
my
what I mean?
bad, man. My bad. I just so over the years, man, I just have adapted to how the times change and the
Yeah,
way people do business. Okay. A lot of people don't know this about me. Okay. Um, but I just retired from a company after about 22 or 3 years of about 4 years.
holy shit, man, you worked at the same place for that long?
Yes, man.
Was it like a union type gig? Were you like a welder or something like that?
No, man, no. From the Pacific Northwest, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
I I retired from Les Schwab Tire Center.
Oh, no way, bro, that's
I
cool.
Hey man, listen to me. I am the only black or African American to ever have done.
Dude, that's awesome, man. And when you
Okay.
say that right now, like thinking I never really did see any of my tribal members working at the one in Lewiston, um, or any black people, period, dude, like ever, you know? So like that's dude, that's commendable, dude. Like way to
It
go.
speaks
And
volumes, don't it?
yeah, it does, man. Cause like showing up and doing that work. I remember when I was in college, I lived with, my producer, Tyron. He made pretty much most of the beats on every one of my albums. I lived with him for because I wasn't gonna get a lease until August or something, so I needed a place to move all my and the guy, his other roommate, his name, I think it was Kerry, and he worked at the Les Schwab in Pullman, and he hated it, bro. Like, he just openly just shitted on it and was just like, "Man, it, uh, it just seemed like he wasn't accustomed to hard work because he was the only guy I heard say that, like, other guys who I knew who worked there from Lewiston, you know, because I had some white boy homies that, played hoop against or whatever that were they were just like, "Nah, man, it's a good job, like, I get full-time work at a living wage, and I get benefits, and, like, this shit's going towards a retirement package too," and it just they made it sound like a super sweet deal. It is, you gotta put in work, man, you know what I mean? Like, there's no you gotta, put in work for the company to show you love. And di
As far as my background, as far as the industry of entertainment and things of that nature, um, that is where a lot of my work.
yeah, man. And work ethic is important, and, it's difficult to teach, you know what I mean? It's like if you the way that I was able to apply it to my hustle and game was just farm. It was like, it's gonna rain tomorrow, and I could take down as many plants as I can before it fucking rains or deal with the mold, you know what I mean? sometimes you don't have homies who are gonna come through and help because they don't see the benefit of it or the severity or the urgency of the situation. So it's like, man, you have to put in that work yourself. Otherwise, it's not gonna get done. You know what I mean? You're not working for somebody else. It just I dig that. And it sucks to have to work with people who don't understand it, you know? And it's like, dude, you gotta try, man. Like you gotta active even when you fucking lose, you gotta keep trying. And the, your first one's not gonna look the best, man, but your fucking fifth or sixth one is gonna look all right, you know? Like there's gonna be improvement. Hard work is all part of that, man. So I dig that. And it makes me understand too, like the frequency of your posts and all that stuff too. It's like, nah, man, I'm staying out there, I'm posting stuff. Like they're gonna have to fucking shut me down and think I'm a robot because I'm not. I'm an actual human, and it's like, man, that's tight, dude. I dig the hard work and the perseverance because it is. You're trying to get this phrase or this company out there, and that counts, dude. And it's cool to like, man, nah, he's a mechanic guy, man. He's doing weed shit. Like it's cool to see, you know, like people transition from whatever they're in to now it's like, nah, man, it's acceptable now. Cause I'm sure you probably had to take UAs when you worked there.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like I'm
Oh
sure,
yeah.
yeah. So
Hey
it
man,
just,
I got a few stories, but that's besides the point. But yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I got by a bunch of them, but I ain't gonna talk about that. But
yeah,
but other than that, man. But as I was working with for them, I also started my own company. This is what you see right now. Okay, I started 10 Toes of the Pavement Records. Okay, we
yep.
put an album. Okay, I started a double. I put an album years ago,
Talk
2000,
a little bit louder, KV.
and we put an album out. Okay, I put an album out
Yep.
2001, three.
Okay.
Um, a very serious, controversial album. Okay, had a group called Pippin and Pandren.
Okay.
I come from a
Tell
group called Pippin and Pandren
tell
in
me the
Portland,
story.
Oregon.
Yeah, tell me the
In
story, man.
Portland, Oregon,
Yeah,
and we are basically responsible for a lot of the stuff that's coming out of Portland now, lyrically.
yeah. Well, dude, yeah,
Put it
it
like
was a
this, man. I say like this. We're the Donald Goins of the rap industry here in Portland, Oregon. Well,
that's
nobody
dope,
rapping
man.
like that, being
Yeah, hell
from the
yeah.
life. I'm really, we really
Yeah,
from it.
man. Yeah, man.
But
I'm strip club DJ, man. Like I try to treat everybody with respect, man, you know? And there was always a couple of people who would come into where I work because they knew I worked at a dispensary too, and it just it was cool to have relationships with guys who were in other industries, were also fans of cannabis, you know what I mean? So it was cool, man, like, and it feel like that shit goes hand in hand with rap and entertainment too, you know? Like, it's just, it's illegal
it's
in
the
certain
culture.
yeah, it's illegal
It's
in
the
certain states,
culture.
KB. I'm not a hater of sex work at all, like it is, dude, and Portland is that place to me too. There's more strip clubs than schools, you know, like it's that place, man. I was there for almost 10 years and I was recording there for 10 years before that. It just I love that place. I want to come back at times, but I definitely have to
No
be in New
sales
York.
tax.
Yeah, dude, that was the best thing. We would go there for school clothes when I was a kid. You know what I mean? It's like before school starts, take one trip to Portland, get a pair of shoes and some jeans and some shirts and stuff. JW, that was the store back then that had all the gear. A
Jeans
complete
West.
yeah, with a complete outfit, right?
Jeans
You know what I
West.
mean? Yeah.
JW.
Yeah,
Jeans
dude.
West.
That was good times back then, man.
At the
And that was
Lloyd
the whole
Center.
yeah, man. And that was the point, like, the money would go further in Portland. Whatever money I made for that summer, I could get more shit and cooler shit than I could in Spokane or Lewiston or anywhere else, so It was, man. Portland was always the place for Flav and cool shit happening since I was a youth. That's why I wanted to move there when I was an adult. And it's
But
like,
not a lot of people know that. Not a
yeah,
lot of people know it, man.
yeah,
Not a
yeah,
lot of people know it. Not a lot of people know it.
yeah, man. I try to promote the culture too in a positive way. You know what I mean? And not be ashamed to say that I've worked in these places and I've done these things. And it's like, nah, man, like, yeah, I did that. That was my job. There's nothing shameful about it. You know what I mean? Like we're entertaining people for dollars, and it's like everybody had a role. So teamwork make the dream work, man.
Free enterprise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, oldest profession in the book, KV. I'm not mad at you at all. And what was the name of
Well,
that first album that you put out in was it '01, '02? You
it's called Unlimited Game.
Unlimited Game. And the group is
Yeah.
pimping and pandering. Unlimited
Yeah, I
Game.
really don't like to talk about that. Okay.
Okay.
But
All right.
that is what's out. Hey, man. Hey,
I'm gonna look
honestly,
for the CD on eBay, man. I'm gonna look
it
for it.
is no, it's on all digital platforms.
Oh, you got it on Spotify too?
I put it on everything.
Dog, I'm gonna check it out. I'm
Not
gonna
only
listen to
that,
it.
but yeah, man. But those were the days, man, where you could actually rap like that, man, and when that industry was really thriving. That's a part of life that I come from. I really don't like to talk a lot about, okay, because it's not a bad part of my life, but it really taught me a lot, prepared me um, for, honestly, I say for what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Um, because it's cutthroat still,
Yep.
but it's nothing to really glorify, okay? I'm
Yep.
not glorifying um, the life, okay? I'm not
Yeah.
glorifying that. A lot of my friends that are in the life right now, rest in peace, are not alive no more. A lot of them um, are, not doing too well. And then a lot of them are doing very well. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay, but there comes a time, man, in his life to where you're gonna have to evolve.
Yes.
Okay. Evolution
Yeah.
is key. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Evolution is key. Okay.
I agree.
Just, you know, well, you know what diminished capacity is, right?
Yeah, it's like you're not being as effective in what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like what you're doing isn't working as correct.
Diminished capacity is when you are born or forced a lifestyle and or a way of life that you just don't have a choice.
Okay. Yeah. I
Let me
agree.
give you an
Yeah.
example of what diminished capacity is. Okay. Diminished capacity, an example of diminished capacity is a child being born into a family of crime.
Yeah.
Okay. The oldest form of diminished capacity in, I believe, the United States is bootleg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word. I
I'm
agree.
just saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Nowadays, in my community, okay,
Yeah.
it's gang banging, drug dealing,
Yeah.
all the wrong things in life that you do for the right reasons. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, man, I can hear you. That makes me think of the sentencing report interview, you know what I mean? Like before you
Okay.
go to sentencing and there I remember doing that interview for a felony weed charge when I was in college. And
So,
I never
you
thought
know,
about it, but one side of my family, nobody had ever been to jail really, you know what I mean? But the other side of my family, everybody. Like I remember visiting everybody as a kid, you know, in treatment in jail, whatever. That was the normal thing. So it was weird to be asked that question and have to answer it honestly to somebody I didn't. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're talking about, dude. But it was duality in my situation. It's like, fuck, which family did I spend more time with? You know what I mean? And it's like I went this way because that's where I was at, and that's what everybody was into. You know what I mean? So I can dig it, man. Let me fucking step back, KV, and continue on with your story, bro.
Anything else you want to know?
No. So you were talking about diminished capacity and bootlegging being the
Well, yeah. Well, I'm.
you know,
Those were just
and
examples of
yeah,
of some of the things that I had to go through. I'm not saying that I was a bootlegger, this, that, and the other, but my father, had a pool hall. All
yeah,
right, my father ran a
where
pool hall. My father in Portland, Oregon, okay, at one time in the 40s and 50s, brought was the first one to bring Miles Davis here.
that's
Okay,
tight, dude.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, cause I'm
um,
sure he was a person of color who was like, nah, we gotta book him. You know what I mean? I'm sure it was
you
difficult
know,
for him to go to other places. You know what I mean?
there was a time, man, here in Portland, Oregon, man, to where you had a black city and things of that. You know, my dad was. I'm not gonna. He was a player, man. You know, my mom, she was a lady.
Word.
Mom was a beautiful woman. Okay,
H- Hell yeah.
but she did a lot of the wrong things for the right.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
Yeah. I
just by
try not.
saying that, you be able to have an understanding. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
of the things. Okay, but as far as what I'm doing now, man, um, I want to thank a lot of the people, man, that helped me in ways. It's not like I'm a lot of.
Little bit louder, KV. Little bit louder. Stay
I
loud.
just got my hands in this. I just got my hands in some things that I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Um, I want to shout out really good partner, really good brother over 5 years, basically. Helped me for a lot of my partner Octavius
Oh, say his name
founded.
again. Say his name
It's
again.
my partner Octavius Miller. Okay.
Octavius Miller. Shout out to
Yeah, man.
Octavius Miller.
Shout him out, man. You know, um, really good mentor, man. Over 30 years, of us connected, things like that. I want to shout out a dude here in Portland, Oregon, by the name of Mark Hardy.
Mark
Uh,
Cardi.
his family owns a church, several churches here. And these are like people that I didn't really like, you know, got relationships with, you know,
No
uh,
doubt. No doubt.
got real good information. Just, dealing with, working with, the West Coast Hip Hop Awards for the last, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years, 10 or more. And what Ock has basically taught me a lot, helped me meet a lot of different individuals um, in the industry, especially on the Coast, things of that nature. But you got to remember, man, I went to college in the Bay Area in the 90s.
Oh, that's tight. What school did you go to?
I went to City College in San Francisco. Played football for a minute.
Duh. Hell
Okay.
yeah, man. That's cool. Bro,
I
back
went to
then there
school.
was probably like there was probably still good genetics back then too, you know. Shit with a name on it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like fuck, that's cool, man.
Okay. I went to school with RBL.
Oh, what? Oh, don't give me
A
no
couple members of
Bammer. Wait.
RBL, one or two members of RBL I knew. I think rested.
Oh, he was
Um,
the one that passed away.
yeah, them
Okay.
guys would come up, man, and they'd be rapping in the hallways. At that time, they had a hallway in Daly City, the school. They had a hallway uh, dedicated to OJ Simpson.
Dev.
So a whole hallway of OJ Simpson, nothing but OJ, because that's where OJ went before he went to
That's
USC.
that's cool, man.
Okay, and at that time, I was going to school down there. I would travel around the Bay. Early 90s, um, hip hop, rap, the
Yeah,
Bay at that
dude.
in
Yeah,
the Bay
bro.
at that time. A lot of the guys that are somebody now were pioneering who they are now back then.
Yeah, man, for real, dude. Like I can only imagine the climate, man. Like coming from where I'm from on my reservation, um, most of my homies were just bumping West Coast gangster shit, but it wasn't just LA. It was more the Bay than LA, dude. Like, cause there were just so many independent projects that you could go and purchase, you know what I mean? We were
Yeah.
limited to what was available, but there was a couple DJs, shout out to DJ T and DJ, those guys that get vinyl and different stuff and play it in venues and on mixtapes. It just, shit I never heard of in my life, you know what I mean? But it wasn't just those guys. Sometimes you'd have a homie who, shout out to Clarence Allenwood and Rob Enos. Like those guys would always play like some Bay Area shit like Rayla or Kyrie or something, and I'd be like, damn. And then also, man, my guy Mitchell too. My guy Mitchell in production. He would always buy, independent rap stuff that wasn't mainstream, like, he was the one who put me on, like, the Eazy-E Ruthless shit where he was dissing Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and all, and then
Well,
and
I'm gonna tell
Mitchell
you
was
something. If they was coming to Portland to get that music,
yeah,
if they were coming to Portland to get that music, a lot of that stuff was coming from One Love Record.
yeah, that it was that, no,
That's Ox Record.
okay,
No,
Cool Nuts was Just Family. I was like, yeah,
that
cause
they were getting a lot of that music from One Love Record,
that's
which
tight.
is Octavius's record store that he ran for years back in the day.
That's dope,
Okay,
man. Yeah.
okay, all right.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just letting you know that. So
No, yeah,
when I
man.
say this, it's the truth because there has to be a history that has to be told. Um,
Yep.
and I'm not trying to just say, my bro was responsible, but he
Nah,
had a hand
man.
in a lot of this shit. He had a hand in a lot of this shit, bro. So, especially here in Portland. And I'm not trying to say this to Dick Ride or anything, stating
Yep, stating facts. And then, man,
that's
do
all.
yeah, and I just wanna continue to,
That the House of
suggest
Sound,
to stay loud. Yeah, just stay loud, KV, when you're telling the
that
story.
the
Just
House
stay
of Sound, him, the House of Sound. Shit, there wasn't really too many at that time. Too many record stores in the neighborhood, so that's
yeah.
where a lot of that music got fluctuated. Okay, you guys got to remember, Portland is between um, L.A., the Bay Area, and Seattle. So in order to get that music funneled up here, it had to be funneled.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Like, that's another thing too is, when I was a kid, we moved to Portland. We lived in Portland when I was a kid. After 1st grade, I lived in Portland for 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and then half of 4th grade, I moved back. Like, my mom scored a job at the Tribe and moved back the first half of 4th grade, and then I moved back at, Christmas in the middle of the semester. And then my pop, he was still in Portland, I think for it might have been a couple years before he scored a job back home, you know what I mean? He would apply. So it's like when he would come back to visit, because it wasn't every weekend, like every 2 weeks or something, he would come back. He would have tapes, that I couldn't get in Lewiston or anywhere else, and that was like, man, the only real solid, enjoyable relationship I had with my pop was music, you know what I mean? It's like going to the tape store and grabbing shit, and I just remember he was in Portland and I was in Lapway. He had access to all this cool shit that he would bring back and be like, "Yo, listen to this. Check this out. Check the," and it was just like, "Oh, man," like, I couldn't get it anywhere else, you know? That taught me at a young age too that when we'd go and get school clothes before school started, I would have to save, $40 to get some tapes too. I gotta have some new shit to listen to. And I don't know that it's dope to hear that Octavius had that store because it is, man, like making shit available like that is a huge thing, especially back then, man. Like that's one thing that the internet has made more stuff more easily available. That shit too. Like that's what surprised me that you said you have all your old stuff online. Cause dude, there's times while I'll search for a CD that I don't have anymore, and it's not on Spotify, it's not on iTunes. You can fucking pay $50 for it on eBay.
Oh man, I still even
You,
got some hard copies
yeah, dude, that's what's
in
up,
the
dude.
shrink wrap. So hey
Yeah.
man, and they're classics. So man,
Yeah.
that's what, and that's something else that I've always tried to do, and brand myself and market my company around doing classic.
Yeah.
Okay, I like to do things that no one else. I probably saying. Okay, but I pride myself on.
Oh, stay loud,
That's why.
KB. You pride yourself
So
on what? You pride yourself on it. Cut out a little bit right there. I'm
so I
not trying
pride
to bug you,
myself on.
bro. I'm just like, man, I wanted to I need the audio.
So I pride myself, man, on trying to do things nobody else is doing.
Yep.
And I probably shouldn't even say that because that's privileged information. And if I was insulting a client, a potential client, he would be paying me for this information.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So that's another reason why I'm glad that I'm on the show, man, because that you got me on the show so I can like elaborate a little bit, not
Yeah,
just
man.
rhetorically
Yeah,
about
sell your services and all that shit, bro. Like for real, dude. Like it's your hour to say whatever you want, KV. You know what I mean?
okay.
All I'm asking is say it loud, bro. So it comes through on.
So when I go back to saying that I want to do things that no one else is doing,
Yep.
um, because it sets the precedent.
Yep.
It sets a standard for the next guy watching or the next motherfucker that has a similar idea as you. Okay. So that's what I do. I try to pride myself on, you know, oh, where'd you go, homie? You bounced on me? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here at Dabs Podcast, Katie Kane has just left the microphone. He's leaving me on myself. So, no problem. We're going to continue this whole endeavor right now. And I'm just going to talk to the green screen. Y'all got to Y'all got to excuse. He came down. Oh, there he is, folks.
My bad, dude. I had to run to the bathroom real quick. I was like, nah, he's gonna
Hey,
go. He's gonna go off for a minute at least. I'm like, man, I was trying to pick a cool place to take a segue, man. My
this
bad.
is the Concerned Dabs podcast. I'm with host Katie Kane, and he went and took a dabber break, and he is back online, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, my bad, dude. You were talking about doing stuff that nobody else has ever done. You know what I mean? And I was like, he's gonna go off. So I usually,
That's what you got to do, man.
yeah,
If you're going to be successful, okay, you got to find innovative ways to do things. And I'm gonna give you an example. A shout out to Cali. Love for this section. Cali, right on, man. I don't know
yeah,
any other. I don't know any other entertainers, okay, or slash rappers, or singers, anything like that that are a part of the culture, the marijuana culture, that are doing extensive strain review.
I agree, man. Yeah,
Okay,
man.
I'm just saying.
High
I'm
times
just
is
saying.
super limited. I agree, man.
I'm just saying. So, and I want to shout Cali out for allowing me to have creative control out here on the West Coast with sex because that allows me to come up with different ways to deliver to the public a real extensive review. As you know, everybody's doing written reviews. There are
Yeah,
there are a few companies out there that are doing some visual reviews. Okay, well,
yeah. I see him on YouTube sometimes.
us as Sex and Strains, We getting ready to take this shit to a whole nother level.
Word.
Okay?
Yep.
To a whole nother level. We just added on Don P official from the Bay Area. You know, shout out Don P if you're watching. It's part of Section Strange. He actually a reviewer. He's going to add a music tab to our website. That should be opening up here soon. You will shout out to Don. He's worked in magazines. He's worked in websites. Worked with a lot of the major artists. My partner. Going to be doing extensive
Just stay loud,
culture,
KV. Stay loud. Stay loud,
and we're
bro.
going to be doing some extensive culture review. Since I'm here in Portland and he's in the Bay, you're going to get a chance to see us work together.
Word.
And no one is doing that.
Yeah.
No one is doing that.
And
No one
dude,
is doing
like
that.
the sex and strains idea to me too, dude. Like and shout out to Josh Galbraith for hooking me up with you. You know what
Man,
I mean? Like
that's you know what? That's something
he,
else. That's my partner, man. Listen, man.
yeah, he is
Me
a
and Josh
cool
go
cat.
back
I like that guy,
so
man.
far. Josh, if you watching, man, right on, bro. I know
Yeah.
this COVID-19 shit is actually halting a lot of possible spending for a lot of possible companies that we're actually talking and speak with about the kiosk vending.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude. Yeah.
but it's going to happen, and that's something else that we do. I even work with Josh.
Well,
That's
dude,
something else.
yeah.
I work
That's
with
one
Josh
thing
Galbraith.
I
Okay,
want to talk to you guys about that not on the show too, because I think that yeah, there's opportunity for that right now for people and
it
social
is.
distancing to yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah. And
I'm so glad that you said that.
yeah, man, like he's a cool cat and he
That's
like
my
that's
partner.
how I met you. It's like you were supposed to be on the last episode we had with him and we hung up with him and then it's like I'm talking to Mitchell and Jesse after the show, you know what I mean? We're not like you clicked in on the call. I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Oh, dude, next week?" Like, "All right, cool." And it's like we've had like 2 or 3 guests since then, bro. So I appreciate that a lot too, man. Like your network extends far, bro, and it's cool to hear people working together in cannabis and entertainment and be able to share their
Trying to bring.
experiences on my show, you know what I mean? Because it's like, dude, I get weed growers or retail people or weed breeders. I like the weed breeders the most because bunch of eccentric cats, man, every which way you could or like lab guys. I like the lab guys too because they're super nerdy and tell me shit I haven't heard before, you know. So I
I
like that.
like the
But
grower.
yeah, but no, but but the entertainment
Hey,
guys are
if you,
cool too. What
I
you know,
like
because
the
it's
grower.
yeah. 'Cause it's like the actual process of creating the product is I dig that, you know what I mean? And I want that to be a part of our show, but I also dig the entertainment aspect, you know? It's like
Yeah,
how are people enjoying this experience besides just consuming this plant? And it's we got this website. Like you like I dig the stuff you guys are working on. I feel like when laws change and get better for cannabis, I feel like a lot of opportunity for you guys to do what like because when you can smoke in the spot, dude, when you could smoke in the spot and have a drink and look at titties, like, oh my God, like that's y- I you know, like I feel like that would be a tourist destination for sure, you know what I mean? It's like these are the 3 things that I could do for 2 hours, and I couldn't do that in my state or my city, so I went to this state and this city to do it, you know what
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm just, I have a lot of ideas, things that we're going to do here in Portland when it comes to sex and strains. Just not only, we just don't only do reviews on marijuana strains, okay? I do reviews on dispensaries.
Yeah,
I
hell
do
yeah.
reviews on strip clubs, okay? I haven't got a chance to get to my first strip club yet, but when we open back up,
Yeah.
There will be an extensive strip club review from
Yeah.
Portland
Yeah.
on Sex and Strange
If you ever need a
from me.
co-pilot, if you need a co-pilot for one of those missions, holler at your boy, you know what I mean? I'm sure my lady's down too, you know? Like I used to work in that environment and I'm sure the competition is going to be fierce once those doors open back up, Cape. You know what I mean?
So not
Everybody's
only that,
DJ game better be on point. Everybody's makeup game better be on point. You know, like it's and customers are gonna be dying to get in there too. It's I haven't seen the girl I saw every Friday for 2 months. They're gonna go and spend a couple hundred bucks. Throw it all in ones at her, man. Like, because I feel like the Cash App transactions don't equal the actual cash. Being in the spot. I feel like direct
well,
sales are where it's at.
well, that's that's the element key of business. Direct sales will tell you that they love direct
Yeah, man. It's
deposit.
hard in my
Direct
lifetime,
sales is
it's yeah, it's been hard for me to sell something over the phone or through the internet, but if it's in front of at a table and there's people on the other, like I sell the shit out of that, man. I don't care where I'm at. If there's people walking by, they're gonna buy some shit from me.
well, that's in times like these, I have to be innovative
Yes. Yes,
and come up
sir.
with different ways of doing business. Everybody's doing it.
Yep.
Everybody's doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody's doing it. So I have to do it too. So we're just coming up with different innovative ways to be effective um, without, spending a high dollar
Yeah.
and not only that, not gouging, you
Yeah.
know, the
I
customer.
I agree. Yeah, man, making
Okay.
making it available, dude. Like I understand having high-end shit. I'd rather have volume, than upper end clients. It's like, nah, man, I'd rather just be able to have, at a lower price. Like
Well,
it's funny.
well,
It's
just
funny that you say that, dude, because a lot of the OnlyFans, I was Adam 12 interview and he was talking about how brand new girls will charge 50 a month. And it's like, if you charge 10, you'd make way more money. You know what I mean? Because there'd be more subscribers paying for your content. Because and he was reviewing some girl that was a rap girl or something. He's like, I paid $50 for this. This is whack. I want my money back. For 10, I get this from these other girls who are adult industry people. And it just it's cool to hear you say that because I feel like 50 a month for OnlyFans is gouging the customer. You know what I mean? That's not just to look at something on a screen. That's too much. For
that's what them
one check.
OnlyFan.com women is doing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But I mean,
I don't know.
well, I still have many friends that I've worked with who
Wow.
create the content.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's
Really?
yeah, and
Really?
yeah, dude. Because I've been studying. I've been trying to innovate too. KV. You know what I mean? I like the podcast. I love doing my podcast. I love the brothers I work with. You know what I mean? But I want to figure out other ways to make money online too. And it just seems
Wow.
like creating that adult content because the reviewers also will say that premium Snapchat disappears. Like it's like you watch it and it disappears. So it's like, why would you pay a certain amount of money every month? And with OnlyFans, you get to download it and save the content. So it's like, if
I didn't
that's
know
your,
that. You
so it's
do?
like, if yeah, so it's like, if that was your favorite dancer at the bar that you used to go to, and she has an OnlyFans, you can pay that money and download her content and have it. You know what I mean? And so the incentive for the girls on a monthly basis is to create more content. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
the thing with OnlyFans, dude, that I think is dope is it display. There's this many photos, this many videos, it's so you see what you're paying for, right?
I ain't
From the
never been on
jump,
an
there's like an
account like that in my life. I ain't never seen one of them motherfuckers, man. I never like went in there and clicked. So are
check
you
it
kidding
out.
me? No.
No, because that well, dude, because that's one thing I wanted to say too is you could cross link that with Sex
uh,
and Strains or whatever other kind of
well,
adult stuff you got
that's
going
not
on. It's
my
like an
department.
yeah.
That's up to Kelly. Okay, I don't have nothing to do with the sex as Sex and Strains. I have a lot to do with the strains as Sex and Strains.
Okay, cool,
Does that
cool.
make sense?
My bad.
Okay,
Sway,
just
let's switch back to weed, KB. Let's switch back to weed. I mean, you said innovative and new tech. I was like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. This is what
no,
I've
I
been seeing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, no doubt,
I'm the strain reviewer at Sex and Strains. Okay.
no
This is
doubt, no
funny,
doubt.
man, because it's funny, man. Because check it out. And I want to shout my man. Because she put something with dealing with me. So I just want to shout her out because I had to explain this same shit to her, man. She asked, so what do you do with Sex and Strains?
Yeah, yeah. I do the weed part.
I do the strain part, baby.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. But besides that, man, I want to shout out, all my teammates over there at Ganja Boy Team, Terror Slick, the Ganja Boy Cali. If you
Yeah,
guys are
same.
watching and tuning in, man, continue to pushing Ganja Boy, man. That pistol waving New Haven.
Yeah, that was the
Shout out
new
for
one.
Ching.
I got
Yeah,
a notification for that. I haven't watched it yet.
yeah,
But yeah, shout out to Ching, Cali, and CT, dude. Like that. It was weird to hear his regular voice. And I was
yeah.
like,
He's
damn,
actually a hell of an actor,
go.
man. He's on another show right now, that just released. You can go to his page, man. Is that
Yeah,
I just, you
I
know,
wanna get him solo on an episode too, to where I can just ask him about his shit. Like that episode, it was cool to have all three of them, but it was like when you were calling, I was like, damn man, I just want to talk to KV for an episode. All three of those guys too. It's like, dude, I could seriously ask you questions for an hour. Like it's
hey, man, you know, we pride ourselves, man, on being able to do more than one or two different.
yeah, multi-talented, multifaceted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, you know, like Cali is a hell of a fucking business for a lot of people. I would hope that wouldn't look on his page and just think it's just some slick, fast talking. This brother,
Nah, man, it's deep.
college
Like it
educated,
wasn't like there's shit to
majored in
scroll through.
finance and money, speaks the
Yeah.
language, um, and shout out to like-minded individuals, man, because we're both like that. Both see eye to eye on things. All of us actually, but we all understand our roles. And where our strengths are. And that's why I like being a part of, what's going on, with, Sex, Ganja Boy, the Game Entertainment, GameNewz Incorporated. I just, because it's just not just me, okay? It's not me. It's, a plethora. I should say plethora. It's a, it's a
A
plethora
plethora, a plethora.
of individuals that have, like you just said, a large reach.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our network between all of us, okay, reaches out so far that the possibilities of the thing we would like to um is
Yeah, dude. Like
limit.
the episodes that I've done with you fellas have gotten the most views in the shortest amount of time. So I'm just like, man, it's it makes it look good on our end, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that, but it also proves that you do have your own following and your own reach of listeners who are tuning. It's like, man, we're doing something over here, come check it out. And now we're doing something over here, come check it out. And I feel like dude, yeah, the way things are right now, and it feels like the way things are going, that's kind of the promo, like getting bodies in a venue might be like you were saying, less effective. I like that word too when you said that. It's like what's going to be effective? We need to be effective in what we're doing. Sometimes homies will be like, "Man, you're famous," and I'd be like, "Okay, that's fine, you know, like in a certain sense, that's cool, but I don't want to be. I want to be a. I want to make a difference. I want the shit that I'm doing to be measurable, to make a difference for people in the future, and for to be an improvement on what I've done in the past. You know what I mean? And so I dig that shit too. And that's for real, dude, like directing traffic. It's like it might not be bodies in the future. It might be eyeballs on a screen. You know what I mean? And that's how do you get people to look at that? And it's like, dude, like what if regulations too are such that I'm gonna go real super conspiracy theorist on you right now, KB. Well, what if they have FLIR drones, right? FLIR drones flying through the neighborhood that sense bodies, right? So it's like you can tell how many people are in a house. What if they're looking for parties where there's 50 people or more, right? So you can't do any underground. It's like if police are enforcing that and breaking shit up like that, then that is your only option. It's like you can't convince people to come over and spend 200 bucks. It's like you got to get them to tune in whatever platform you're broadcasting from and spend whatever money they're going to spend, you know? And it's like how do you do that? How do you adapt to that? And I feel having a strong network like you got, man, is really being equipped and ready to handle that, dude, cuz fuck, dude. What if bars don't open back up? What if there is no more strip clubs? Like, you know what I mean? Like how do
Oh,
you
it's gonna be a strip
collaborate?
club. Trust me. Hey man, it's gonna be a strip club.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
But it's just gonna be like this.
yeah. Yeah. Online.
What
Yeah.
what if? What
Like you
if?
get. Yeah. Like you
What
got like
if?
five
What are you
cameras and
going
you
to
can.
do if that happens?
Yeah. How? Yeah. Like you got to pay for
What are
the
people going
fucking.
to do if that happens?
Got to pay for
Okay?
some extra webcams. You got to get a USB
You got to
splitter,
get
some
your
faster
tools together,
internet.
man. You got to
No
sharpen
doubt.
up your tools.
No
You
doubt,
might have to
bro.
go add something, you
Yeah,
know?
man. Yeah, showing up looking good, smelling good might not work anymore, man. You
Might
know?
not be it all the time. You're going to have to
Y-
come with something else. You're going to have to
y-
evolve,
Yeah,
okay? Evolution is
yeah.
evolution. You have to evolve.
Fucking A, man.
You
Yeah.
got to evolve. And that's what, I've done, with some of the things that I've been outside, working. Now, a lot of people probably don't know this, okay? But I've been married for 25 years,
Good for you, bro. Way
okay?
to go. Good for you.
A lot of people probably don't even know this, but it is true.
Good for you, bro.
Uh,
Way to go. You know, because that's hard, dude. That's like 95. God damn, bro. Good for you. You know what I
and I
mean?
got
Like,
married in 97.
okay. Dude, that's good job, dude. Way to go, man. I uh I feel like
I can write
one,
some memoirs on that. I might just do that too.
yeah, dude. Yeah. Right, man. Screenplays, bro. Screenplay. You know what I
I
mean?
could write a memoir on this. I
That's
just
dope.
appreciate it. It's about having balance, able to balance life.
I agree. That's what I admire about my lady right now. She has a good work-life balance. I'm like, man, I need that, you know? Like it's been a cool change moving up here and everything, but that's dope too that you're together for that long, bro. Because I feel like the one I'm in right, it's gonna be for a really long time, man. So trying to coast that out and shoot for goals like that too, dude. It does. That's a
It might
long
as well
time.
be. It
Yeah,
might as
man.
well be because right now with this COVID-19, you're not gonna
Yeah.
want to fuck with no new bitch.
Hell no. Yeah.
She
Stay
might be
fuck away.
infected, or she
Yeah.
gonna think you infected, or this right here around this particular time, life we're living, the small things are going on.
The small things are what?
The small thing going a long way.
Yeah,
Okay,
hell yeah,
the
dude.
things
Yeah.
that we've always taken for granted.
Fuck yeah.
Uh, Trying to help somebody out. You know, it, those are the type of things that.
Yep. No doubt.
Who
You
are
know,
you as a human?
no doubt. I agree. Word up.
Those are the things.
All right. So we're at I think an hour and 7 minutes, KV. Is there I don't want to wrap up. I'm sure you got the family shit to do. Like you sound like you were at the store earlier. Is there
Well,
anything?
yeah, I went to.
Is
Hey man, I went to Khalifa. I showed you. I went to
Yeah.
Khalifa in Sandy. Now, peep game. Now check this out.
Okay.
Partner to
Stay loud, KV. Stay loud.
my son and his partner
Okay.
took me to a newer dispensary.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
in Portland, there's a chain of dispensaries here called Khalifa.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've heard of them. Yeah, my guy Aaron vets for them. He's like, man, check them out.
okay. Well, I just happened to go to one out Sandy, which is like off Powell.
I had a farm out there in Sandy off it's like you cross the river and head up over the hill. I had a farm there in 2017. So I am familiar. They got a taco
Okay,
time they got a taco time in Sandy.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
got a
do.
Dairy Queen too.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
They got
When
a
I had
taco
my
time
boy,
at Dairy
yeah,
Queen.
when I had my boy, it's like I could get the $5 lunch and he'd get his ice cream and like all right. Like shout out to Sandy for having some go-tos for the kids. But my bad, you were at Khalifa. Would
But I went in there, and I'd never been in there. I've always heard stories.
Yeah,
Always heard stories. So, Dad, man, got really good deals on all of their shit is top shelf indoor grown. I said, huh?
yeah.
Never heard that.
That's what Aaron said too.
Okay.
Was
So
it
I said,
with
really?
you went in
Well,
there?
you know me, man. I review a sexy strange, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hell yeah.
So I go in there, I take a look around and it's really nice. I'm not gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna write the review.
Yep, no doubt.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But really nice, really professional, upscale, um, really nice bud tenders, and you know what they're doing. There's one thing that I really want to showcase here in Oregon, in Portland, on
Yeah.
Sex and Strain, is the different dispensaries and the different growers and strains that we have that are a lot different than, let's say, the Bay Area or LA in California. And
I
that is
agree.
one reason why I'm so glad that we got Don P on, okay, on the Sex and Strange to be able to, facilitate the reviews that will be coming out of the Bay Area and LA area on the different exotic strains that you will see in California versus the strains that you'll see here in Oregon.
Yeah, dude, that's why I love having the breeders on my shows too. 'Cause, there's guys up here 10 years ago, most of it did come from Cali, you know what I mean? It's like you had to get a cut from Cali and then stress it into giving you seeds or cross it with something else in order to make what you wanted. But now, dude, there's guys in Tacoma, Seattle, Portland that are making some super fire shit, dude. It's cool to see that you're covering that shit too, dude, because it is, man. I, as a musician, I never really tried to hate on California, but it just seemed like a lot of the rappers and artists from there, sometimes when they'd come and do shows, would have a certain kind of attitude, like they were cooler than or more quality than, you know what I mean? And it would, like rock and roll bands from Seattle would make songs about the shit too in the 90s, you know what I mean? Like Alice in Chains had that song Check My Brain. Yeah, and
Bro!
so it just but in present times, like I don't ever like to be a hater like, "Oh, that's from Cali." It's just I like to be a supporter and be like, "Yo, that guy's out in Tacoma," or "Yo, that guy's out in Portland." And even if he moved from somewhere else, 'cause was Pollen Nation Elite Genetics, shout out to Ryan Lutz. He's my he moved to Oregon from Colorado, but dude, they got some fire fucking beans, dude. So it's cool to see all this stuff that isn't popularized in High Times or anywhere else get popularized on platforms by guys like us, you know. I dig shit like that, man. You know, promoting shit
And
that's good from where you're from. You know, that's
and I'm glad that you said that because that's what, GameNewz Inc., Section Strange, that's what we're about. GameNewz is giving you the news that you can use, okay? Section Strange, we're going to provide that platform, okay, to be able to show you the difference
yep,
on what's going on in Oregon and what's going on in the hot spots, the nice spots where they're growing all the good and they got all the good dank in California. So I
yep.
just want to just say shout out to my partners again, Calio, and newly acquired Don P. I just can't wait to get to work. The content I think is going to we're going to raise the bar
Yeah,
when it
hell
comes
yeah.
to doing review. We're going to raise the bar.
Hell yeah. It looks good so far, KV. So we're at an hour and 15 minutes now. I think my production guys gotta get home and do their
Okay,
family,
I feel you.
circle routine. So I want you to promote your like drop your social media and whatever current thing you would, I you talked about Ching's movie, but whatever you got going on that you if you can wrap it up in 2 minutes, KV, do it real loud,
Well, this is what
yelling
I need
at
you
your
to do.
grandpa in the nursing home, man. Just
This is
yell it
what I
real loud.
need
2 minutes.
everybody tuned in to do. Okay. If you are on Twitter, go follow me at Mouthpiece KV.
Yep.
Okay. If you are on Instagram, okay, go follow me at underscore enterprises
One
game.
more time. Say that one really loud one more
At,
time.
you can go find me at UG underscore enterprises at game news or just punch in the hashtag game news with a Z at the end. You'll find me.
Okay.
I just want to just say shout out, man, to all of my constituents out. Shout out Cali. Shout out my bro Ock. Hey, Six, keep doing your thing. I need you guys to go follow my nephew Six
Yes, man.
videos.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to come on the show too, dude.
We can get him on the show, man. I talked to you for him.
Yeah, please do, 'cause I used to
Talk
see
to him
him
for
at
you.
Cannibalist too. When I first got my card, he was at and that's I knew he was an official rapper because he was at the weed spot like I was, you know what I mean?
He's Mr. Everything, man.
Yeah, I like
That mother.
that
Hey,
guy, man.
my nephew is the most underrated producer here on the West Coast, I believe.
No
But that's
doubt.
okay though. Not only
No,
that, man, he's shooting his own videos and editing them up now. So y'all can go
y-
follow him on IG at IM6 and check out his latest project that he just finished, man.
no
My boy
doubt.
Bio
No
or
doubt.
Wavy Boy, and I always support. You know, shout out my family in California. You know, go check that out, man. Go check out that new strain review at strains.com. You know, I did a strain review on a strain that we will never see here in the Pacific Northwest. I guarantee you this. We probably won't see this strain for about another 6 months to a year.
Yep.
Called LA Sunset Sherblato. Okay,
Word.
it's a it's LA Sunset with a gelato. And it is deep purple. That's all I'm gonna say. Go to sectionstrains.com, man. Go on reviews and check it out. Only reason why I got my hands on that, okay, is because my daughter was in LA in a studio, okay, and somebody had it, and it's the hottest shit out on the streets right now in LA, even dispensary. She said it was $75 an eighth in a
Goddamn.
dispensary in LA. Now
Goddamn,
I'm
that's
from
hype.
Oregon.
That's
I'm
hype,
from
bro.
Oregon. I'm from
Fuck.
Oregon. I will never spend that type
Ever.
of money.
Me neither. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean? That's
For real,
hype,
bro.
bro.
On
Yeah,
top
that's
of
hype.
tax? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
For
Hell yeah.
real. I'm not doing that.
No way.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Shout out to
I'm
your
not.
baby. Shout out to your
You
baby
know.
for
But
hooking that
made
fit,
that
man.
happen for me and said, "Here, Dad, I want you to check this out and do a review on it. It's the hottest thing right now. All the entertainers and rappers that are basically want this weed. This is that shit. So shout out.
No doubt. No doubt.
And when you read your review, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna see any because it's an exclusive out
No
of
doubt.
LA. I'm in Portland, Oregon. In order to get that, you gotta know somebody to know somebody to know the source to get that. And that's what we're about, man, here at Section Strains. Man, we're about that exclusive, exotic, okay, hard to find, hard to get, indica strain, okay? And we are for the more mature adult cannabis connoisseur, okay?
No doubt.
And just be looking for other things to come, man. For other things to
Okay.
come. I appreciate you guys having me on. You know, right on Katie Kane, right on Dad's podcast. Josh Galbraith, man. Good
Yeah.
looking, baby. Good looking. Keep being a
Yeah.
hipster, bro. I know you want that hip form. I want to shout out my bro Hitman at Stank Boy City. Y'all, if you
Yeah.
need a chance, man, get
Yes.
with my bro Hitman at Stank Boy City. Get you some seeds,
Yeah,
okay,
check that
and see what's
menu,
going on. He
man.
got
Some
Lawton,
fucking
Oklahoma
legit shit on.
locked up.
Yes. Yeah, man. And also, KV, thank you for taking the time and then also rescheduling and working through the technical difficulties, dude. Sometimes, shit bad and we can't figure it out until after the fact. So tonight went legit good, bro. A couple of volume issues, but that's it, dude. So thank you
Hey,
for
man, I
not for
appreciate y'all.
yeah, thanks for not getting frustrated and working with
Nah,
us and
man.
coming back. And anytime in
Frustration.
the yeah, yeah. And anything you got coming up in the future, if you have a new project, a new website review, if you want to come back and do an interview, bro, I'm sure we can talk for an hour and make it interesting, man. So,
Actually, yeah, I do,
whenever.
man. I'm gonna see if I can get my nephew Six on the show.
Yeah, man,
Okay,
please do. Please do.
okay,
I'll bug
all
you
right,
this week, man. I'll ask you. I'll bug you this. All
okay.
right. Okay.
One love, man. I
All right.
appreciate
All
y'all.
right. All right. I'm going to do my outro then. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the 54th episode of Concerned Dabs podcast. I was your host, Katie M. Kane. My guest tonight was KV from Game News. You can follow him on Twitter at MouthpieceKV. And you can follow him on Instagram at the hashtag Game News, right? Search hashtag.
Yes, with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Z.
With a
With a
Z, Game
Z.
News AZ. All right. All right. And yeah, man. So good show. Good entertainment value, man. Good content. I gotta give a shout out to my guys in production, Mitchell Wilson and Jesse Curry. This has been a Main Node and Joseph Street Enterprise production.